We're right into December now. We're ready to go. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and it's Monday morning. We have some new information this morning on a story we brought to you last night. There was a plane crash. The Pennsylvania Highway Patrol says a small plane was last detected on radar in Youngstown before crashing in Crawford County. Just deplorable conditions. That's what police and the Mahoning County Dog Warden found at a home on Old Furnace Road. For people who don't know, different flavors of milk. I'm eating cookies and dunking them in the milk, because that's how you test it, right? All right, 5:43. Consumer news now. If you're flying economy on United Airlines, you got an extra treat coming. Free snacks are back. Students from Kent State think they have the architectural ideas needed to make Youngstown a more vibrant and convenient place to live and work. Time for sports. Steelers and Colts last night on Sunday Night Football. You can watch it right here on 21. This game was a blowout, 21-10 by halftime. Myron Cope would have loved it. And things just got worse for the Colts. Ben Roethlisberger, man, he was good. Nice to see him back, huh? Plans to end Pennsylvania's budget stalemate are a little bit shaky after House Republicans canceled yesterday's session to work on a deal. How about that Browns ending? Woo! What in the world? I mean, seriously, somebody high above is just kind of against us sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that way sometimes?
I do.
5:32. Some developing news out of the Sharon Hermitage area where police are investigating a shooting this morning. Police got the call about 1 o'clock in the morning. A man had been shot in the stomach on North Water Street. The road was shut down as the man was flown by helicopter to the hospital. Right now, the identity of the man has not been released, and police are still trying to sort out the details of this shooting. Hermitage police are investigating. Craig Beach will be ringing in the new year with a change to their fire and EMS services. The village will no longer be using the services from Milton Township. Instead, they'll use their own fire department in a 2-year contract. Village officials say taxpayers will pay the same for this contract as the Milton Township contract, but it's likely to reduce their home insurance rates since the department is closer to a lot of the homes. The fire chief says they currently have 10 qualified first responders, and more of those are interested in joining. In 2007, the choice was made to go with Milton Township after a loss of trust over the financial records, but the village administration and the Craig Beach Fire Department has since changed hands. How about this? Nonstop daily flights from Youngstown to Chicago are one step closer to becoming a reality, and it could be in service by the spring. The aviation director of the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport tells 21 News that the U.S. Department of Transportation has tentatively approved the daily service. It would be from the airport in Vienna to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. They say initially the flights would be available 10 times per week, and if all goes well, the service could begin in April. It's kind of fun. Steps are being taken to expand the mission of the Youngstown Air Reserve Station. It's an idea that could take flight with the purchase of a $1.2 million building. Janet Rogers has an exclusive interview with the commander of our 910th Airlift Wing. The Chicago police officer charged with fatally shooting a black teenager has been bonded out of jail. Officer Jason Van Dyke posted his $1.5 million bail on Monday. He's charged with first-degree murder for allegedly shooting 17-year-old Laquan McDonald 16 times back in 2014. You'll remember a video of the incident was released, and that led to the charges. The man convicted of killing a teenage girl in another state is now connected to a string of robberies in Kentucky. Among the long list of charges, kidnapping, robbery, and impersonating an officer. Stephen Johns reports. Some lighter national news now. We've been through Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. Today it's time to give back instead of buying up. Giving Tuesday is a one-day charitable promotion that was launched in 2012. Americans are urged to volunteer and make donations today to local, national, and international charities. Since most charities get a lot of their contributions at the end of the year, Giving Tuesday has opened the door to a more organized effort. Speaking of that, Giving Tuesday could mean giving back to the environment. Check out this. The Christmas spirit came to a northern Estonian town, that's overseas, in the form of a tree made out of old windows. Not exactly the usual spruce, but still proved to be as bright and colorful, if not more so, at the lighting event last night. That's Rockvara Central Square. It was decorated with a 40-foot-high installation composed of 121 recycled windows filled with colorful glass, and light shone right through the windows, outlining silhouettes of the people in some of the windows. inhabitants of imaginary flats that authors wanted to reach into. And children got to dance around it and sing Christmas carols. Residents loved it. A modern twist on the Christmas tradition that they have overseas. Well, they say it's better to give than to receive, but what if you can do both? Guess what? Sorry, Santa, more and more people are giving gifts for the holidays to themselves. We'll have some consumer news and all sorts of other good things coming up. It's only 5:41 in the morning. We'll be right back. When the cold weather hits, it's easy to get stuck inside for the winter months, but there's a group of seniors in Austintown that just means more for them to do, right? Recently, I took a trip to the Austintown Senior Center where the old guard is saying, "Unguard."
Some people decide to sit on the couch and pass away. Some of us get out and do something with our lives.
If you want to be an old person in a rocking chair being depressed, that's not a good thing.
The Austintown Senior Center is in the business of not letting that happen. Activities include crocheting, bingo, exercise, and quilting, just to name a few. And today, fencing.
First day with the Sword Day. I really didn't think there were that many senior citizens that would want to start fencing at, as seniors, but it is great for balance and it's great for endurance, and so it's really good activity. So you have to be pointing at your opponent's torso and extending your arm.
I noticed at first my balance isn't very good to begin with all my life, but as I do these classes, it's getting better and better.
So you're only controlling the weapon with your thumb and index finger.
They say if you try something new, you make new brain cells, and I can certainly use that.
Well, this is new and interesting and different. But believe it or not, fencing is huge in Europe and is gaining in popularity here in the States, no matter what age you are.
Fencing is something that I always thought was for the elite. And here, just a regular guy, I could take a shot at it, so why not?
Kathy says anyone can do it. They will have wheelchair fencing, and eventually...
We're going to have a competition in here. They're going to compete against each other in the class once we get going, and it should be a lot of fun.
Actually, competing, that would probably be the thing I would look forward to. See how good you really are. But just getting out here is better than nothing.
I don't really consider myself competitive, but I don't know. I think if someone has a sword in their hand pointed at me, I'm going to get competitive.
For more local news, I'm Mike Case. All right, and if that weren't enough, this weekend's the perfect time to go and check things out. They have their big holiday craft show at the Senior Center this Saturday from 9 to 3, put on by the 20 over 9 Club. It's off Westchester Drive, and that's an amateur radio club that's putting on the big show, and it's supposed to be phenomenal. They have all sorts of gift ideas for the holidays for you. So, isn't that fun?
Shop. I love that, Mike.
They had about like 10 people there, and they didn't know anything about fencing, and they had about 3 classes in, and they were having a blast.